If you were a youth in crisis, what would you do? Where would you go? How would you cope? If you were a youth in crisis and you needed shelter, guidance, support, and food and comfort in a time of need, who would be there to help?
Jackson Street Youth Shelter serves youth ages 10 to 17. We also do some services for 18 and 19-year-olds, but basically we're serving as an emergency shelter for homeless and runaway youth and other youth in crisis, and with a real intent to prevent homelessness and runaway situations. Family reunification is our largest goal, the well-being, safety, and stability of those youth. But we do have youth that aren't able for different reasons. They've had trauma in their past, they might have abuse at home, and family reunification isn't going to be possible for them. So we also help them get jobs, build self-sufficiency skills so that they can move on and be successful adults. Then when the shelter opened 11 years ago, it actually started in living rooms. It was a real grassroots effort. Approximately half of our funding is still from donations from the community, and the other half of our funding comes from all kinds of various grants that we apply for. We have been working towards better serving the region because we think we can be very efficient serving both Lynn and Benton County. Our shelter's in Benton County, but we're the only youth shelter between Salem and Eugene. We're going to continue to build partnerships in the community until we can build a shelter in Albany so we can better serve those Lynn County youth.
Youth are coming to us for a variety of reasons, and they come to us in a variety of ways. Some of the main ways that we see youth coming to us are they're self-referred, or their parents or guardians have sought us out kind of as a way to keep their family together. And we're also seeing referrals from private counselors, school counselors, or other social service agencies in the area. The Daytime Drop-In Center is open after school hours, and we're seeing between 30 and 50 youth a day coming through that space, some of whom are grabbing snacks and heading on their way, some of whom are sticking around for homework help, or maybe they're avoiding going home. We are a safe space. We're very proud of that. And we're very proud of the fact that we see every person as an individual and can work with them in that way. Despite the fact that we have a very structured program and lots of rules and things to remember and expectations on how to behave, that it's easy to fulfill those expectations when you're surrounded by support and in a non-judgmental environment.
When I was about 15 years old, I was having some problems with my parents, and I was getting into a little bit of trouble, so I wound up going there one early morning. They do a very good job about keeping everything that has to do with you and the reasons why you're there confidential, and having people there 24/7, always there for you, always there for you to talk to if you need someone to talk to, and to help guide you through everyday situations that you might come across. I don't know how it is for everybody. They kind of made it, like very firm that these are the rules, you will follow them or you will not be here. But then from there on out, they teach you why those rules are important, why we have rules in our life for everything, and that we need to follow them. At the time, it wasn't, where I wanted to be as a kid, but looking back at it now, I realize how much it helped me and prepared me for being a grown-up and having responsibilities and taking responsibility for my own actions. The best thing that I think that I took out in the long run from Jackson Street Youth Shelter was how respectful everybody there was to me as a child. I wasn't looked at like a juvenile. I wasn't looked at like I was a disgrace. They treated me like I was my own person. I was an individual. I have very good feelings about the time that I spent there. I would have to say that the counselors were the best part about the whole experience. somehow they were always able to make you feel good as a person, and they were just, they never judged you. They never, looked down at you. If the Jackson Street Youth Shelter was not there, I don't know what I would have done or where I would have gone. I probably would have ended up in juvie or jail. I would recommend the Jackson Street Youth Shelter to parents and teens in a crisis. Every minute that I was there helped me to become the person that I am today.
The problem with homeless youth will never go away. Please vote for Team Action Jackson in its efforts to provide the homeless youth with stability and structure. Your vote will help to feed and comfort in time of need.